Temel, welcome to my podcast.
Thank you. Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, I sent you an invite. You replied to me. I organised some flights, picked you up from the airport. By the way, how was my driving? Everyone criticises my driving.
It was good.
Yeah.
Very safe.
Yeah. Thank you. So this is a crazy story that you've got. You were one of the victims with the Christchurch mosque shooting on March 15, 2019.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm the survivor.
Yeah, how are you?
Thank you very much. But 6 years later, still, I can say it's same old, like day one.
Yeah, so you got shot you got shot more than anyone else. You got shot 9 times.
Yeah, I have a record. So
A record that nobody else wanted. Yeah. So
next persons only have 5 bullets after, so you can imagine and comparing.
So it is some sort of a miracle that you're here.
Yes, miracles in miracles. Yeah.
Mm. So you got shot number 1 in the
my
jaw?
mouth, yeah. The first bullet is entered to my mouth from this angle, and then Turkish maiden teeth, bridge teeth is metal base and ceramic cover, so that's the slow it down or pretty much stop it, the bullets forcing into my brain and then sliding on the side back jaw and then going down to the bottom jaw and broken my bottom jaw with bullets. So I have 2 platinum. Yeah, it was very scary. I was thinking I died on first bullet.
And then where did the other 8 go to?
Yeah, I have 5 bullets on my legs, 1 each knees, and on my left calf 2 bullets, and also upper thigh on my left legs is have 1 bullets, and then 3 bullets on my arms.
Yeah, there's a lot of scarring on your left arm, right?
Yeah, you can see all the way from my chest to middle of my hands to the big scar. That's maybe meter probably long. Yeah.
So flying here from Christchurch to Auckland today, how's like the aviation security? Like, do you go off in the scanners?
Yeah, they are very funny because I'm beeping very quickly. So they're stopping me and they put me the 3D scan. So, and then afterwards they still not sure. Oh, he's free to go or something like this. Especially this morning, he looked at me eyes, and then I didn't do any reaction. Said, "Okay, you are free to go," and then I passed. But when they do sensitive, I'm beeping, and then they're panicking and they're stopping me.
Because you've got fragments everywhere.
Yes. This is. I showed you some of the X-ray, so you can see I'm lighting like a Christmas tree in the X-ray. You can see that.
Yes, white spots everywhere.
Yeah.
Now, just to timestamp this conversation, we're recording this around the time of the 6th anniversary. March 15, how does it look for you each year now?
Yeah, every year, especially in beginning of March, I start the stress because of, I know the March 15 is the day the massacres happen, and then I witnessed really bad way to the, I was in the air, and then it's not easy. The flashbacks is coming back because I live with that every day anyway. But at the beginning of March, this 2 weeks is very stressful for me because of very emotional, and then it is still very fresh and raw for me too. And I live it like yesterday when it's March 15 happened. And this year is the 14th of March, is the Friday, and I will go Friday pray in the Noor Mosque, and I will remember we lost 51 shuhada, and then of course we'll see the catch up with the other bullet wounded and injured people and survivors. So it is really, really emotional for me.
So something like this podcast today, how is this for you? Is this difficult?
You're still feeling, nervous or stressed, but, this is my mission, I feel, because of I survived after all that bullet injuries. I may die on the first bullet, but this is the miracle, and I survived. And then it should be some reason from Allah to why I'm survived. And then I decided be openly and explained and talk about it and inform the people what was happened on that day and how we affected and what we are struggled still in current day, what's our triggered. So I do this for mission, for awareness and inform the people. And also I try to make example to authority people and understand and makes this New Zealand safe again like before the March 15. And we should get lesson from it.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you being here today. So, after this, in a few hours' time, when you're on the plane going back to Christchurch, like, do you feel drained? Is it exhausting?
Of course, it's not easy for me because of every single second when we are talking here, I am living in it. So when I'm talking with you, I see same time when everything I explained, what I see is coming, like a film is going in front of my eyes, and then I'm explaining to you, and I'm talking about that because I'm seeing now.
Yeah, because the reason I asked that, it probably seems like a silly question to ask, but we've just been sitting out in the office area for the past hour or so, and you grabbed a piece of paper and drew a diagram and were explaining to us in the office what happened that day, and where you were in relation to the terrorist and where everyone else was. And you just talk about it almost like mechanically. Yeah. Almost like robotically. Yeah. JJ was in tears, like she was streaming in tears, but you were sort of methodically just running through how things happened. Do you just are you able to tell the story and go on sort of autopilot a bit?
Yeah, it is autopilot at the moment because of if I don't do that, I can't talk and I can't inform you and other peoples who lived in New Zealand all around the world. And I have to be strong enough to do that. And also, I think this is come from my character and Turkish nationalities. Turkish people is stubborn, so I am one of that. I'm stubborn Turkish man. So because of I tell myself this is my mission, and I'm focused for it, and I want to New Zealand safe again. And it's not forgotten till March 15. We should get lesson, and then we have to save this country for our future generations. Yeah. Your sons, your grandkids, my sons, my grandkids, your daughters, and everybody's children's has to feel safe again in New Zealand.
By the way, I was born in New Zealand, but I think I might be Turkish. I'm very stubborn.
Yeah, yes. Welcome to my. We should go travel Turkey together. Yeah. I
don't know. I think two stubborn people travelling together is a bad idea.
We can be good company.
Yeah. So the reason this all happened is because you're a Muslim. That's the only reason this all happened.
I was a worshipper in the mosque on that day. Yeah.
So what does it mean exactly? What does it mean to be a Muslim?
It's only the faith, and also you believing, and this is how I grew up. It's not my fault to be born in the Muslim country, in Turkey, and is Muslim family. I'm born, and I am like this, and I feel no different than you. You feel how you feel here. You born in New Zealand. I feel exactly the same when I was born in Turkey and how I grew up. It is normal life, I never feel, you like coffee? I like coffee. You like dance? I like crazy dance too. I like to go nightclub. You like to go nightclubs too. So we are no different as a human. And I didn't feel different. So I learned from my childhood my mother is praying 5 times, reading Quran, but my father wasn't do that. My brothers not do that. My older sisters do that, but my youngest sisters not do that. We don't do 5 time practicing or fasting or, because of this is personal choice and personal problem if it is the problem, between Allah, God, or yourself. There's no third party's problem. So I don't understand this hatred come from. And the March 15, 2019 terror attacks happened from one of the racist extremists and did massacre because of hate Muslim people. If you ask how many times you've been in the Muslim country, probably he will say none. Or, who is the Muslim persons harmed you? He can't answer it. But this is radicalizing, in the dark web. And then they play the video games like shooting something like this, and then probably didn't do anything like what I did because I was very active. I like football, I like swimming, I like to do gym, I like to do running, and I like to do trekking. I was very love to play the golf with my friends. I was interested one day to learn the tennis too, and I play table tennis. Outdoor, activities, I like to do it lots too. And probably this person, this terrorist, didn't do anything like what I did. And then lots of my friends in New Zealand is New Zealander or English nationalities or Dutch or, do you understand what I mean? No one's is judge me because of I'm Muslim, because they seeing me, I am one of them. And my ex-wife, she's a non-believer too, atheist, but I married with her and I raised 2 kids. She never judged me because I'm Muslim. I never judge her because she's atheist. Because we care about each other's, because of we are human. And this is my ideology. Love the Creator, created because of the Creator. That's how I look to the people. So if I can do that, 2 opposite believers can become together and then walk together to the same road, is easy. But I don't understand why this kind of peoples are choosing harming the innocent peoples or worshippers in the mosque.
You sort of gave us an insight there into who you were before March 15, 2019, in terms of all the activity and all the physical stuff you did. So let's drill down on that a little bit and paint a picture of who you were. So you're from Turkey.
Yes. Shall we say Turkey, not Turkey, Turkey, because of
Turkey,
United Nations is confirmed we are not Turkey.
Right,
we are Turkish and we are from Turkey.
Right. Yeah. So I'm a New Zealander that's been to Turkey. Yeah.
Yes. It's a good opportunity for me to inform people.
Yeah.
In New Zealand.
Educate us. So being a New Zealander, you probably can guess where I've been. I went to Gallipoli,
yes.
I went to Istanbul,
yes.
and Cappadocia as well, with the hot air balloons.
All that very nice places to go.
Yeah.
Especially New Zealanders should go to Gallipoli because we have a same history over there. And, 100 years ago, our grandfathers is fight over there, and I call that Last Gentleman War. In Gallipoli with New Zealanders and Turkish armies there fighting each other as a gentleman. They killed each other, but later on they become friends, and 100 years later their grandkids is married and make love and then have 2 children and raise the children. And many New Zealanders like this married with Turkish people like that too, and they have peaceful life together.
Yeah.
That's the important part, we can do it together.
Yeah, for sure. So where are you from? You're from whereabouts in Turkey? Down the bottom?
South coast. It's called Fethiye. my hometown is very popular holiday spot for the tourism, and lots of tourists is coming there for having holiday.
Yeah, and I believe from my research, you were a naughty boy. You're a bad boy. You lived in like a few stories up, and you used to like go on your balcony and pee onto the street.
Did you see that documentary?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where I was growing up, it was like apartment houses, and we are on the 4th floor, and then it's summertime. It's very hot, and then I sleep in the balcony. Of course, when I need to go to the toilet, I have to pass many other brothers and sisters and fathers all the way, So I can't do that. And then, all right, okay, I have to do pee down to from back. Sometimes I was very naughty when I do see the people's walking, Probably 4 or 5 years old, at that time. So you can't blame
that against you. So who were you? So you loved your football.
Yes.
Your dad died very young. Your dad died when you were 11. You lost your dad when you were 11.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's give me big trauma also too, because I lost my father very young. He died from the lung cancer. He was a very heavy smoker. And of course, it's very stressed life for looking after the big families, and then and also pay the bills same time. So he died very slow actually. On that days is technology is not as like today. So 8 months stayed in hospital, and when I was visit him in last time before he died, a week before, I saw him in the hospital room, and I always remember him as like that. I can never forget that image. And then week later, after I visited, I find he died, and then they bring to his body, and his big part is I lost in my heart and in my soul, big part missing. And then, so I still miss him lots. I'm 50, so pretty much 39 years ago I lost. And then when as March 15 happened, I was very close to die on that day. And I didn't think anyone else, not my mother or brothers or sisters or niece and nephews. I was only thinking my 2 sons. I always scared they shared like my past, they lost me when they are little young, and then they grow up without father. So I was really crying and praying to spare my life from in the mosque. So I was very lucky to survive, and then I'm here in New Zealand for my kids. They are 18 and 20 now, and I have a little bit issue with younger son, but I want he knows I'm here, and I will be always next to him when he needs me. And I catch up with my older son. He's 20. We pretty much seeing each other's every second or third week, and he's catch up with me, and we're having good time together.
Yeah, because just talking about it, you can see the impact that losing your father at a young age had on you.
Yeah.
So you were 11 when your dad died. Your younger son was 12 when the mosque shooting happened.
Yeah, pretty much.
He almost lost his dad at the same age as you lost your dad.
Yeah. And also on March 15, on the first day, something is happening in the system, and they lost me, and nobody can find me. And then about 10 hours, 12 hours later, they find me, and then the person identify me is my older son. And I can imagine how hard for him to seeing me in that position, because they were thinking they can't find me in hospital. And then they said, police or nurses said them, please prepare him, maybe still in the mosque, maybe expect he died. And can you imagine the feeling of my older sons, how he is traumatized? His dad is thinking his dad is died, and no one can have any information about me And then they find me in middle of the night, midnight, in intensive cares. And then he identified me. I'm his father.
And he was 14 at the time.
Yeah.
So for that whole afternoon, evening, he was hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst.
Yeah. It was the story, yeah. So imagine there's feelings and traumatizing, you know.
Are the boys, have they had therapy? Are they having therapy?
Yeah, we had some short time they
Okay.
had, but, you know, ACC in limited giving session for the that time children's. But, of course, I can see that they traumatize a lot.
Oh, not surprising either. No. Yeah. Okay. So your dad dies when you're 11. You start working when you're 12. Are you still at school?
Yeah, I was
still at
working
school,
12. Yeah.
Yeah. So you go to school during the day.
Yes.
And then you're working to provide for your family.
With my cousin, I went to fishing in the Fethiye Harbour. On that time, they have a dinghy and fishing nets. And then I was rowing the dinghy, and he was losing the fishing nets. We are going to the same class during the day, same school, same class. And then we going work together night time. And then get up early in the morning, go take the fish nets out and clean it, come home, and then change and go to school. His fathers come and pick up the shrimps and prawns. We catch it in the harbor. And then, we made it money, and then he's paying me money on the end of the week.
So the money is just so you can help pay, help the household or provide for your family.
Yes.
Right.
I helped my mother because she was widow when she's 39, and then look after 6 kids.
How are you not falling asleep in class?
Difficult. But I was, as I said to you, I'm stubborn man, so
Yeah. Wow.
On that time, I was very stubborn too.
Yeah. And you moved to New Zealand in 2009 with your New Zealand-born wife.
Yeah.
So is she from Christchurch originally?
She is born tomorrow.
Yeah.
But they came to Christchurch when she started university. So they lived in Christchurch since she's 20.
Right. So
or 18 something.
Yeah. So you meet her in Turkey and you fall in love over there.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. She was living in London. She was working in London as a teacher, and then she did travel to Turkey, and I'm sometimes to say that, but I change it.
Yeah.
Okay, and she was do backpacking and trip like Istanbul, Gallipoli, Cappadocia, Olympus, kind of like this, and then they come to Ölüdeniz, Fethiye, some holiday spot in Fethiye, and I was working in the boat, like a second captain, charge hands off to the old boats, and pretty much managing everything in the boats too. And also entertainment I was doing. I think I attracted her, she attracted me, and then both sides, and then having chat lots of times. And then she asked me where she can go at night time to the bar for fun. And then I give it to one of my friends, bar name, always I go, oh, you can go this places.
It's smooth.
And then I went to that night is watching the football game first. Fenerbahçe Beşiktaş derby match. I was fanatic of the Beşiktaş fan. And then I watch, and then afterwards I go to the bar. Oh, someone's just waving me. Oh, hello. And then I have my drink. I was drinking that time, my beer. And then she was already starting drinking with her friends. And then, oh, hello, how are you? And then we start.
Nice.
Yeah, holiday
nice.
romance. Yeah, and then, I went to England. 1 year later, we married. And then I went to England with her and then come back to Turkey 2002, and we lived until 2009. She was working in Ankara as a teacher in the embassy group. And then our sons born in Ankara. And then when they were 3 and 5 years old, we came to New Zealand. I traveled to New Zealand since 2001, so every year as a tourist also too, before 2009. So I was very familiar New Zealand life and New Zealand people. And then I was thinking New Zealanders very friendly, very welcoming, and happy face, looking, smiling, every time say hello, and very relaxed lifestyle, and then beautiful scenics and lots of nice beach around, When Kai Territory, I was falling in love with Kai Territory Beach in the 2002, and when we were in Nelson. So when my wife is asking to move to New Zealand in 2009, I couldn't say no. One of the big reasons is safe country. We chose to settle life for our kids and our grandkids. Because first reason was safe country. Second reason was good educations, and also, good lifestyle and good opportunities for me, for my kids, outdoor sports, and then lots of sports opportunities too. Because New Zealanders, I saw that time, they are a very sporty country, and then they have lots of successful in Olympics. I was keep eye and watch them. They did better than 5 million populations, better than 85 million population of Turkey to what success in the Olympic. So I was always thinking, it's good opportunity for the sports for the kids too.
How just going back to those first trips to New Zealand, like in the early 2000s, how was that travelling as a Muslim at that time? Because that's around the time of the 9/11 tourist attacks,
Yeah, it was
terrorist attacks in the US, and
Yeah.
I feel like every Muslim was sort of put under a microscope at that point because of the Bush government.
Yes, I did a really hard time.
Yeah.
When I get first visa to go England, they refused me twice, and third time they give me, and I get already refused to go to Australia too. My brother's living there, but I can't visit him because of prejudging to Muslim country or Turkey. They did prejudging pretty much. They don't believe it. I have a money, I have a business, I have a house, everything I have, but I can't go as a tourist. Anyway, the New Zealand is pretty much was easy because of they seeing us. We married. I've been in England, and then we live together in Turkey, and we have some money in the account, and then I'm coming to New Zealand with my wife to meet with her parents and family members, and it was all paperwork's completed, and then we get it. But of course, we waiting few months for respond, for result.
Yeah, and
after that, easier and easier because we did regular easy every year in around Christmas time and New Year time. So that was make every year easier and easier and quicker and quicker.
Yeah, so immigration's like, we can trust this guy now. He's good.
Yeah, pretty much.
And in terms of like racism or any like anti-Muslim stuff in New Zealand pre-2019, did you experience anything?
Yeah, pretty much. When the people seeing you and they looking when you are brown skin or olive skin, they looking something very strange.
Right.
Where are you from? And when they find out I'm Turkish, for example, when I was working in painting company, one of the colleague, he's New Zealander, and he knows I'm from Turkey, and he knows I'm Muslim. On that time, also all around the world, they experienced with the 9/11, also, the Syria war and ISIS happening, And then he is joking like, "Oh, Temel, Allahu Akbar, boom," kind of like this. He was thinking he is funny and he is joking to me, but he is, I feel very offensive. So I wasn't like, even that, I inform him, I don't like it, but he's kept doing on the end, look, why kill myself, I'm not stupid like that person's or people's. I'm not a terrorist. If I want to kill you, I'm not kill myself. I kill you, Why I'm killing myself, Please stop that stupid joke, I don't like it, And then, okay, he understand, why I'm killing myself. I kill you and then problem solved, isn't it? Because your perspective, if someone's died, why I'm died? You died, Does it make sense? Okay, yes. And then he stopped it afterwards.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Yeah. But we become very good friends later on.
Yeah.
We drink afterwards every Friday.
Get through that. He probably meant it just as what we call in New Zealand like banter or just having a laugh. But
he's thinking
hurtful.
it's funny, but of course he's understand after we little argue. But he understand that and he show respect. Yeah.
Geez, you it just occurred to me that the time you timed it badly. So you moved to New Zealand in 2009, and then the earthquakes.
That's another bad experience in New Zealand.
Were you like saying to your wife, "Let's move back to Turkey. Let's get out of here"?
Yeah, but my country also the earthquake places too, and then that's the mother nature's made it.
Yes. Yeah.
So you can handle it easy when it's become natural disaster, isn't it? So you can become very quickly back to normal life. Yes, it was very difficult, very scary, worrying about the children's life, etc. I can't imagine how it was scary, but
it's not personal, though.
Not personal, not man-made. So that's a different trauma and different. I'm so feel sorry for the parents to lost their children in the CCTV buildings, the students. And I watch, Tina, the mother new movies is coming. It's about the earthquake in Christchurch. The mother lost daughters, and then afterwards the Samoan mother, and then she's I think is the music teacher.
Oh, okay.
That's really good movie. I should recommend everyone to watch that and showing how was the earthquake happened and traumatized the people, and afterwards how they become.
Okay, what's it called? Tina.
Tina.
Okay, Tina.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that geez, your boys have been through a lot, eh? So they would have been 5 and 3 during the earthquakes?
I think it's turned 4 and 6.
Yeah. How was that for them, being a parent?
It was very scary for them. And then they were, every time when this earthquake happened, they scared and start tears and crying. And then especially young one, Sam, is very affected from it, and scared lots. And they learned in kindergartens, drop, hide, hold. He's practicing all the time. And when earthquake happened, he's very quickly get under the table, hold to the table's legs, and then calling, "Mom, Dad, come down."
It's terrible to look back and think that for a lot of kids that became their new normal. Stop, drop, and roll or whatever.
Yeah.
So you're working as a painter in Christchurch, and then you helped with the rebuild after the earthquakes, and then in 2018 you opened a kebab shop in the Hoyts
City Centre, yes, next to the bus exchange building. Yeah, it is right in the centre.
Yeah.
And then it was new building, and top floor is cinema, entertainment, Hoyts buildings, and then first ground floor is the food court built, and we were one of that restaurants, because they do pretty much is different nationalities, different cultures, foods. So we were one of them.
So that's you and your business partner, Kasim?
Kasim, yeah.
Kasim, yeah. And so Friday, March 15, 2019, he was working and you weren't working that day.
Yeah, Friday it was my day off. Because I do day off Friday and Saturday. Friday for my worshipping and Friday praying. Saturday for football and rest. And then, of course, he was working 5 days. I was working 5 days, but we choose different days of the day off of works. So we always be on the job because I am the one of the main to managing the business. So pretty much we need to be run to kitchen also same time.
Yes.
To prepare the all kebabs and ready for the day and next day. So Friday was my main day off for worshipping.
Yeah, so let's run through that day. So the morning of Friday, March 15, 2019. Yeah, what happened? You wake up. You wake up when?
Yeah, I get up like 10 o'clock because Thursday night I went to bed late, like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. And then on that day, 11-ish, I had a acupuncture session because of 2 years before that, 2019, March 15, I had ACL ligament replacement surgery. So the acupuncturist fixing my scars and pains of my knees. And I went to my acupuncture session. It was the last session. And it's a beautiful, very sunny day. And I was wake up very happy and very rested normally, you know. I get up tired, but on that day I was very feel rest. And then I went to my acupuncturist. Beautiful, nice. Oh, I said, oh, very nice, very warm day for day off. And then because I was thinking also after the mosque praying, go to do my banking cash, to put in the cash the bank, and then go to the beach to walk because beautiful day for a walk. And then after sessions happen about I think it's 5 to 1. I start driving to the mosque from Columbus Street to there, and then I arrived to the mosque 1:15, and I went to obligation wudu place to take obligation, prepare myself. That means you're cleaning yourself before the pray.
Okay. I
did that, and then I went to the main hall, and then I did my. I hear the prayer call same time. This happened, and then I did first part of my worshiping, praying, and waiting the imam to coming for his Friday speech.
So this is the Noor Mosque in Riccarton. So how many times do you think you'd been there before March 15, 2019? Like 100 times, 200?
Yeah.
Right.
Few hundred times probably.
Yeah.
Every Friday, you know, many years I go there.
So how many people normally go there on a Friday?
Oh, when it's packed, it's like 500, 600 people. Can be easy.
And how many people were there at that time? Sort of, 1:30ish on the Friday.
Oh, half full, maybe a few hundred people. Yeah, a few hundred people, 300s. Yeah.
And then it's 1:40 p.m. is when everything breaks. Hell breaks loose, basically. What are your recollections of that when it begins? What are you thinking when it starts?
Yeah, I was very happy and peaceful, I said, for the day. I never thinking something can go wrong. And when I look at the time, it was 1:37. The imam's coming and go up the minbar to make speech. And I look at time and I see the little boy is having good time with his father's cuddling and kissing. And I looking everyone's preparing for self, the listening the speech, Friday's speech, and then beginning. The Imam start the speech, and then beginning of his speech is big bang sound is come. It was 1:40, and outside, and I was thinking like a car racing boys is driving, and then exhaust makes sound, backfire. Yeah, it's called backfire happening. And when it happened second time, I said, oh, all right, a few cars passing, and third one is happened. And then when this sound is closer, I was thinking, oh, that's very loud. I think maybe not the car, maybe the electricity nearby the mosque is exploding. And then another shoot's happening when I was turning. I see this black wearing helmets and black with jackets and black trousers, like army, military type of the wearing, and see the persons he killed front of the entry side. And then he prepared his gun, a semi-automatic. And then I was thinking, oh, what's this policeman doing here? I was still thinking why he's, preparing his, oh, maybe someone's attacking the mosque. He's maybe there for saving us. But when he's targeted inside the mosque, then I understand it's problem here, big problem. And then I see the smoke, and then I feel the first bullet in my mouth. And then it was serial shooting, so I see the many people who around me in front of me is also killed same time too.
So you sort of made eye contact?
I saw him, his face before he's shooting. He looked at inside first. When he's lift up, I see his eyes and face straight. I'm sure he's seeing me too. But I see his eyes, and he's looking inside before he's shooting.
And before you know it, you get shot in the mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it painful, or are you just in shock? Are you just bewildered?
I didn't feel any pain. Just something is very strange feeling entered in your mouth. But I know it's bullet. But it didn't hurt. But I was shocked, of course, because I'm hit already, and it's put me in shock. When I was standing up, he's carry on to this serial shooting. So I see the two more bullets entered one of my each knees. And then I was thinking, oh, that's the bullet, how they're entering the body, and oh, that's not hurting. That's my thought, because of shock. And I see still the people's front of me, around me, is falling down to the ground after they get shot. And then on that moment, I see all the bodies who died is come to spread out and go in the roof of the mosque where I was in the main hall.
How do you mean?
I feel I see like a third eye is opened, and you see the bodies, spirits come out, and I see myself around the big bubble, and then very spiritual. And then I was thinking I'm saved something, it's a miracle, I'm saved like with angels around me, and they are saving me from the bullets. And I don't have any bullets in my body straight on that serial shooting. But I see the many people is dying around me, but I'm still standing and looking at them, and I see that their spirits come out, and then like lightning is going out. So that was so different experience for me. I never forget that what I see. And then in Islam, we believe the angel, and also, Azrael, we call the angels taking the life. It was there, but it's different object. It's not I see him, but different way I see. Is like a light, like traffic light. I see triangles, red, green, and blue. All spirit is going up that light and then travel to the heaven by lightning. But, and then, of course, it's just all this happened in few seconds, It sounds like a long time, but this is all happened in a few seconds. And then I see the next, to me, the person I didn't see. I see as a shadow run into the terrorist because he's already come next to the main room's door. And he's jumped over the terrorist, and then I was coming myself out of the shock and then run away to run to the exit door. But, of course, the terrorist is killed. That's a hero, I call, because of he died for saving our life. And then, I managed to run. Otherwise, if I still maybe stood there, standing, he's come and I'm easy target for him. Still, if I standing.
Oh, so you were still standing. So you'd been shot in the mouth and shot in the legs, and you're still standing.
Yeah. I was standing until that person's jump to terrorist tried stopping him. But it's just all happened like few seconds like this. It's very quickly happened. And then I ran away to the emergency exit part door. And it is like 10, 15 of us there pushing the door to try to be exit, but door is jammed and no one's managed to get out. And big bang sounds is coming, and then terrorists coming and start shooting to our area. And everyone's just dropped down, and I was lying down. And someone's already injured lying down there. And then I was listening, he's dying because I was lying on front of him. And then one of the old men get shot. I don't know how, because he's shooting serial. And I don't know how many he gets shot, but he doesn't move. And then I manage to pull him a little bit up above my head. With my right hands because of, I don't know how, but I pull up and then hide my head under him.
So like a shield?
Yeah. But he doesn't move, on that time. And then, of course, everyone's top of each other's, lying like a, I don't know, fish or pillows, you put it on 10, 15 pillows on top of each other's, like that. We are the whole pile of people lying down there.
And I just can't imagine the chaos and the pandemonium. So you've got the sound of the gun going off. And are people screaming? Are they praying?
Yes.
What?
People because of screaming and praying, and the imam was doing his speech, and then speaker was on, and it wasn't turned off on that time, and speakers on the ground. Every time he's shooting is louder and louder and louder, because every speaker's working on that time when he's shooting is much more louder than normal shooting. So
it's amplified.
I can never forget that. Yeah, I can never forget that sounds. And everywhere is, gun powder smokes too, and people's is slowly coming, lifeless, and because it's getting quieter and quieter above me, to people's too dying. And his second turn is come back again. He's loading his magazines and the guns, and he's starting again. His second turns come. I get 4 more bullets. In the first time, I have 5 bullets, And then second turn, I get 4 bullets, which is on up thigh, and 3 of my arms. So, yeah. And he was very close. The shooting is I see the footage, GoPro footage and CCTV. He was maybe half a meters away. He was just stand top of me to shooting me. Serial shooting, and then his target to everybody is, head shooting. So he wants to be sure everyone's died, when he's shooting.
This is when, like, you're on the ground as part of like a mountain of bodies.
Yeah.
So he's shooting people in the head at close range.
Yeah, pretty much, because he wants to make sure much as people's killed, He targeted more, people's, if you are injured and you are moving, he's coming and killed you.
That's horrific.
Kind of like this, yeah.
And
I was waiting my turn to die, but my life is spared, so I was praying a lot. As I said, I was only thinking my children's, nothing else on that time.
Yeah, what again, you said before it happened like very, very, very quickly, but in the moments where you had time to pause and think about what was going on, what was going through your mind? Was it just your children, or were you praying to Allah?
But, I was praying, if I'm dying here, please forgive my past, and please accept me in your heaven. But if I am spared my life, save my life and spare my life for my children's, because I don't want they grow up without father, as like I did. That was my prayer. But I was on the edge, I was very close, 1% chance to live. I made it.
You're here for a reason, eh?
Yes.
So that last lot of shots, where you're getting shot in the arms, are you sort of pretending to be dead at this point?
Of course, when you lie down, you don't move. When you move, you die, because he's shooting every person who moved. Because I think he was strategy, injured as much as you can, and then come back second shoot, and then kill them one by one. And then I was pretending, lie down like dead. But of course, his hate is, he's vomited his hate everywhere.
So you're not making any noise. You're just lying there as silently as you can.
Yeah. When he's shoot me, I didn't even move. Can you imagine 4 bullets entering your body in one time? Because he did serially shooting. And then I didn't move.
Just in survival mode.
Yeah. I know this is not easy to hear that, but you never wished it. You are struggling to hear this, but I saw all that and imagine my circumstances.
Well, I can't imagine that.
I know you will be probably traumatized too now, but imagine us. We are first-hand witnessed.
Yeah, because hearing you describe your first-person account as one thing, but actually being there and seeing it with your own eyes is a different thing altogether.
Yeah, and you can understand in the wars, for example, in Gaza. Can you imagine how many people, millions of millions traumatized there? Can you imagine the little children's? Can you imagine the Syria or Iraq, Afghanistan? Why all happened in Islamic countries like these disasters, man-made? Where is this hate is come from? And, sorry, but it's going to be politics, but Trump wants to buy the Gaza to make a holiday. He wants to build the happiness on the blood in Gaza. It's not fair.
So where you were, you were explaining this to me before we went to the studio. So it was mainly men because the women had a separate area in the mosque.
Yes. It's on they have a special room.
Yeah. This was genius. But so most of the women got out okay.
Yeah. But some of them killed because of they are out of the room to helping the injured people. Mainly on the second turn, he did kill the women too, who they come from, the room to helping the injured people. Yeah.
So when the women became aware of what was going on, they heard the gunshots, they had the sense to barricade themselves in the area?
Yeah, this is he's tried to be pushing the door, but they luckily managed to do something put behind the door and holding somebody's, and then he couldn't get in, and he didn't want to waste his time, so he's carried to the other rooms. Thanks God, the woman is very brave to the holding the door behind. Yeah, she saved lots of life there too. I don't know who did it. I hear the story, but I don't know who did it. But she's also a hero too. Didn't let the terrorists get in.
I think there's so many heroes that day.
Yeah.
So you're lying down on the ground. I'm guessing eventually the gunshot stops, and then when do you realise you're going to be okay to move and to?
I was waiting. I don't know. It was that time is like an infinity time, but I was waiting too long because I wasn't sure he's still there or gone, because I was thinking first time when the gunshots slowly is going away from you, I was thinking he finished and he's gone. But when you hear it, he's come back. I said, no, not again, And after he's gone again, I wasn't sure, maybe he's doing his, second, third turn to come back. And I was decided to stay a little bit longer as much I can. And then when I started hearing the people's coming and then helping, I said, okay, I'm probably time to get out to ask help. And then while I was waiting, people's coming and helping the injured peoples, but I was asking the help same time too.
When the gunshots stop, what noise can you hear? Your ears must be ringing from.
Yeah, it's very loud, and then boom, very quiet. Like
just people moaning, or?
No, it's like you only hear in the sound of people's dying actually first, because of everyone's away hiding. Few minutes is very quiet. Only you hear the people's begging help or praying and preparing this last pray to before dying. You hear only that. A few minutes is like a moment silence of death. Does it make sense? You understand what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Because of the words is not enough to explain the moment. I can't describe in words. Yeah.
So who are the first people on the scene to come and rescue the survivors? Is it police?
The peoples is come who did hide it and run away first, get into the mosque.
Okay, other Muslims.
Yes, other Muslim brothers and sisters. And then I hear that the police coming. They're calling like a checked safe. And then I was asking help same times. As I said to you before too, I was thinking two people's help me first. But when I look at on the GoPro CCTV footage, actually, I was myself stand up, walk, and then walk all the way to the corridors around to the dead bodies, and then asking and begging the help. Actually, it is quite another miracle if I stayed, because of after police checked all around, they stopped about 7 or 8 minutes. anybody is get in and get out. So if I didn't get out, and if I stayed, if I make decision to stay in the mosque, probably I am the 52nd person to, because of loss of bloods, losing the loss of bloods on that time too.
Yes. So when you get up from after playing dead and you're walking back through the mosque to the exit, are you shocked by what you see, or are you just in self-survival, self-preservation mode, just thinking about...
You don't notice from outside because of the bullet enters is very small. When I said people, I get injured from my mouth, they don't realize how the bullet entry is small here next to my lips. They couldn't believe it. I get shot in my mouth. But they seeing it in X-ray, doctors. Not in first day, second day, they see. So when I get the bullets on my legs, yes, you can see the hole, but you can't see the because of I have a long sleeves jacket and then jeans. You can see the hole, but you don't see the damage. Because of the materials covered above your skin. So people's thinking you're not injured or badly injured, kind of like this too.
Yeah, because until you saw a mirror, I guess you thought your face had been severely damaged.
Yeah, because in Turkey, when you are 20 years old man, you go to army because compulsory, and you have the service for your country. And I did 18 months, and I had I learned how the bullets damaged the body. And I know the bullets entered very small, but when they exit the body, they are exploding. So they damage when they get out, not entering. When they get out the body, they damage to your body. And I was thinking, oh God, I lost my half of the face. That's what I was thinking when I feel the bullets in my mouth.
When did you realize you'd survived? Was it when you walked out of the mosque and saw the emergency services, or did you still think that you might slip away at that point?
You remember I said, the few minutes was dead silence? I was confused on that time. Am I survived or died? And waiting, like that time is infinity. And then I feel, and then, no, I am not died. I am still alive. I need to move. I understand on that time when I tried to get out to the people who were above me. And then when I was sitting, I confused again. Because when I looking all myself, what's happened, I feel, yes, I survived. I understand I am survived. But when I see the people's above me, because they are next to me. And I see all around, everywhere is dead body. And then I get in the shock again, very quickly. And then, oh my God, what's happened to me? That was the question I remember.
Oh, and while you're on the ground, were you holding another worshipper's hand?
No, but it's just, I was, side lying and then positioning like this, keep my hands like that. But I was front of the other person who was behind me.
Yeah.
His sound is not healthy, so he was dying.
So
I don't want to be show the sounds here. I don't want to be copied the sounds, but it's terrible the sounds to listen it.
Oh, like blood in the lungs or something.
Yeah, horror sounds. Yeah. Not easy.
You can never yeah.
No,
I'm so sorry, man.
Yeah, I can't forget that moments, and smells, Oh, maybe people doesn't like to hear that, but feeling all that body's bloods and brains all over you covered, because few people's, above me they shot with this head, and then all this part is licking all people's under them, It's not easy. I can never forget that smell of bloods, dead bodies, that gunpowder smell, It's not easy.
You mentioned before 1:37 while you were waiting, before the gunman arrived, you mentioned a dad playing with his child.
Yeah. A 3-year-old boy who killed on that day too. Can you imagine that 5 minutes ago, little boy is very alive, loving his fathers and giving hug and kissing. It's not easy. And I saw him on the next to me when I was waiting. And on his father's lap, he died. And his eyes opened, and I forget my own pain.
How can someone do that?
Yeah, it's a monster, isn't he? He's only 3 years old.
Yeah.
Never forget.
I mean, if he was around now, he'd still only be 9. Oh, man.
That's why I'm going next week, Friday, to pray for him. Can we stop, please?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
It's remind me of my kids, I can't imagine. I saw the other teenagers too. It's very bad.
I'm so sorry, mate.
It's gonna haunt me all my life.
Well, I think, given it's only 6 years, I think you're doing remarkably well. Given everything you've experienced personally and also the things you saw. Yeah, I think you should be really proud of yourself. You've obviously done a lot of work between then and now. Yeah. Yeah, and I know it's going to be ongoing for a long time as well.
Yeah. But I know that little boy's in heaven and he's happy now.
How could a human do that to another human, eh?
Yeah.
It's just unbelievable.
Yeah. We can carry on.
Okay. You're right.
Yeah. I'm sorry for being emotional, but
Not at all.
it's so difficult for me.
Well, let's see at the completion of the podcast. Let's see who's got the bigger amount of tissues on this side of the desk. Yeah, because you've been we've been hanging out all day today. I picked you up from the airport and we were talking in the office, and you were going through some of this stuff quite sort of mechanically. And I suppose you've told the story so many times, it does get less and less emotional. But when you talk about it in details, I suppose it just takes you back there. So thanks for that. I appreciate it, because it's been It's been eye-opening for me today. I'd like to think I'm well across current affairs and things, and I read a lot about what went on, but a lot of the detail's been shocking for me, and I know it's going to be shocking for a lot of people listening to this or watching this as well. But it's I think it's powerful for us New Zealanders to know what's going on.
Yeah, we should get lesson from it, and then
100%.
Yeah.
Okay, so you make it outside the mosque. But by this stage, the area is contained with emergency service. The police are there.
Yeah, policemen is blocked to the old both side to the entry, Dean's, and they don't let any car passing because of safety issue. And many cars is also there too. But who heard the news? Everyone's run to the mosque because of the rest of the families of the worshippers, they all ran to and lots of neighborhoods is coming to helping to big crowds, and ambulances long distance to stop their way goes, and then when I get out to the mosque, some group of people try to help me. And then they tried to tourniquet to my arm to stopping the blood. They couldn't successful. When I asked them, I want to go to ambulance. And then they checking me. Am I all right to walk? I said, yeah, I can walk. And then I just want to go to ambulance. And then I walked to the ambulance. But, as I said, they put me sit next to ambulance, and then that little boy's coming with his father on his lap, they make me sit, and then paramedics say he's dead, And then afterwards, paramedics, when I feel starting pain, and then I was trying to be wake up too, not unconscious. And then I walk into the ambulance myself. People still thinking, I'm not bad injured, because I can walk and I can talk. And I lying in the ambulance bed myself. And then I begging, look, I'm getting worse and worse. I don't feel very well. Please take me to hospital. I'm going to be faint, And then, from that place to the public hospital is only normal day, less than 2 minutes to driving. But that time is like infinity for me, and I keep trying to be awake. And then I was thinking, I'm dying because I'm losing my energy, because of losing the blood. Anyway, I managed to the first emergency room, and they took me very quickly in the emergency room. And they running, and I don't know, this is big numbers of the nurse and doctors around me. They talking, one is to be opening the blood, waiting for, drips or medicines, or I don't know what they injecting me to my body, blood vessels opening.
So were you one of the first people to a hospital?
No, I don't know. Actually, I don't know, because many people also drive with the private, to somebody's car.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Maybe one of the, probably I am the one of the first ambulance people to.
Yeah.
And then I can hear the big crowds out there, like news, But I was inside, and they checking my name and surname. I told them, but I think they didn't understand very well because of I can't talk properly there. And foreign names too, not easy to typing or telling. And then they cut off all my clothes off. And then they are talking with me same time. They're going to open the drainage on my lungs because of internal bleeding. They're giving some I don't know, trips or whatever, they're giving me information same times, and they try to get information from me same times, where I get shot, where is the bullets, blah, blah, blah. And then I try to be answered and give information. And then, of course, same times my emotion is going worse and worse. Realize what's going on and clearing and remembering and flashbacking the times again. It's not long time ago happened, but it's like a repeating again in my brain. And then I begging, put me in sleep. I'm in pain. And then when they are shifting my arms, I see sometimes my all blood's coming from my shoulders. I showed you the pictures. It's a big hole. It's like a waterfall. And then they said they're going to give me ketamine or something, medicines. Ketamine, yeah. And then it's going to be put me in sleep, and then I will see different pattern, and then maybe see some animals, And then they injected me. I starting to seeing the very funny shapes, and then feel happy, and then feel painless. And then I said, oh, is this heaven? I'm really enjoyed. I'm happy to come here, I feel very happy.
You told us before there were like dancing, smiling monkeys on the roof.
Laughing monkey, yeah. And then I see they said you can see some animals. So I see the animals, yes, and monkey, and they are laughing at me. So it was very happy. I remember that time to the sleep,
How long, you may not have an answer for this, but how long, so the shooting was sort of 1:40ish to say 1:45. When did you finally get some pain relief drugs? Is it like an hour later?
No, probably not that late, but maybe I can say 20 minutes, something like this, because I lost time, because I can't, what do you call, suspect what's the time. I can't understand time.
Yeah.
I lost my time issues, But I think it's take 20 minutes, something like this. I don't know. But I should have actually checked, and never interested to learn. I don't know what time I entered it, because they recorded, so they should know. But
so it's
but
just interesting.
At least 20 minutes, 25 minutes, I can say that.
Yes, it all happened really fast.
Yeah, probably 2 o'clock, something like this. It's 4:44 and 45 happened. Probably I am in 2 o'clock in emergency room.
Yeah, and I can't imagine how chaotic it was in the hospital like that afternoon. And
never experienced like this in history.
Yeah, and hopefully never again.
And
but are you able to like talk to the staff and say, you need to, I need to get hold of my boys, or are you not thinking about? Are you just thinking about self-survival, self-preservation at that point, or?
Yeah, I think it's pretty much because of later on I find out lots of people is recording himself, and they're recording their last word if they die. I never did like this. Everyone's calling these families. I didn't do that. I don't know why. Probably I was thinking only myself to go ambulance and go emergency room.
Yes.
First things first.
Well, you can't make a call to say I'm okay until you know you're okay.
Yeah. So, I didn't record it, but I see the people's recording in the mosque,
So when you get to hospital and you start getting help, do you sort of like breathe a bit of a sigh of relief? Because at that point
big relief.
You think I'm going to survive.
Yeah. I was, because of I was very worried. I will die on the way in ambulance.
Through blood loss.
Yeah. But when I arrived there, as I said to you, my kids identified me at midnight. And then, of course, when I was in intensive care, his nurse wake me up. I was, of course, slept when he's identified, but late night. I think they should wake me up to check me. And nurses wake me up. I didn't know she's nurse, on that time, but somebody saying, beautiful voice said, wake up, wake up, you are safe, you are safe, you know. I was thinking that sounds, you know, I couldn't open my eyes, but it said like, I was thinking that sounds is come from angel. So beautiful, very soft sounds, wake me up, and I find out that's the later on, you know, when I come myself is nurse.
Mm-hmm.
And then I looked at myself. You see on the pictures, you know, I'm covered with the metal thing, something full of covers, lots of cords, cables all around me, you know. And then what's happened to me? Questioning and looking, I try to find out what's happened. You know, because of the medication, I think is just waking up and find out and realize what's going on around me. And then I remember, and flashbacks very quickly starting happening. And then I start cry. Why this has happened to me? Why this has happened to us? What did I do that person and harm me like this and put me in this condition? And I start crying. And then nurses, I think, is because of I'm in the what you call panicked, you know, and refresh, you know, living again at the same time, I think. And she put me sleep again. And then, I don't know, wake up sometimes after, but every time when they wake me up, you know, I use morphine quite a lot. So they put me sleep. I think one of the nurses said 10 days pretty much. They make me sleep because I'm using lots of morphines because of the pain. So pretty much 10 days they use the sleeping, you know, in hospital. Mainly they were put me in sleep. Yeah.
And when did you first see your two sons again?
On second day. Yeah, second day. They came to intensive care. I was so happy because of after the separations, you know, we had a little bit issue about custody, you know. And then I didn't see my kids almost 1 year plus. And then when I opened my eyes and then I saw them next to me, and then I did joke, if I knew you guys coming, I get shot before. So I asked somebody shoot me before, you know. Yeah, that was the joke. I did.
How did that go down? Did they appreciate it? That's a good sense of humour. Yeah. Only you can make that joke. No one else.
Can you imagine you are in that pain and circumstances full of drugs and then you're thinking that joke?
Yeah. Yeah. How long was it? Like after the shooting, before you smiled and laughed again? Like you made that joke to your kids, but I suppose that was through gritted teeth because you're in a lot of pain. But yeah, is there a moment you can remember where you sort of smiled and laughed again for the first time?
When I saw them straight, I'd make a laugh. Yeah, smile. They make me happy as much. You know. Yeah, I never remember how they make me happy to come see me. Yeah,
'cause you were in hospital for a long time, eh? Like a month.
Yeah.
A month? Yes. What did that month look like? So you're just recovering for the first few days, then just surgery after surgery?
Yeah, that's one of my surgeons said to me in first day I had already 10 surgeries, so and then they put me another 4 or 5 surgeries in second days, another 4 or 5. You know, it's pretty much in first week, I think it's 20 something like this surgery happened. Yeah.
So that first week, you're sleeping, you're having surgery.
Yeah.
I suppose you're being like drip fed bits of information. So you're sort of piecing together, what happened in the mosque, and you're becoming aware of the gravity of the situation.
Yeah, one day wake me up pretty much is I was thinking everyone is coming and killing me, etc. So pretty much, I can't handle with nurse or people's visiting or something like this. They mainly put me in sleep because of my circumstances, and then mostly, they wake me up before the surgeries. They giving information, and then they put me sleep again, and then I go and sleep, mostly, and then they put me in surgeries, because they have to do that. Otherwise, I can't survive. So they pretty talk about they may chop my,
amputate your arm.
Amputate my arm. On second day, you're learning, and then, tomorrow we're going to put you in the surgery, but big risk about, if we don't want to take risk, if something is going wrong, we will amputate your arm. And I said, from where? From my wrist? Say, no. From my elbow? No. Is it going to be from my shoulder? Said, we have to, because we can't save you otherwise. And then on third days, one of my friend's brother-in-law, he's the plastic surgeon, so he's coming early in the morning before I get surgery, and he's checked too. Said, don't worry, we can save your arm. And then he did.
Mm.
Yeah.
You were telling me on the car ride here, so you've got a 52% disability?
Yeah, confirmed, from the health assessment. My left arms have a big nerve damage and muscles damage and bones damage and blood vessels, they have to make clips, in time. So, from my, from the shoulder, my left arm, permanent pain, and I use permanent pain reliefs. And then, of course, in time, the arthritis happened because of using either side, because they do bone graft on my hips and, surgeries, all kind of like this. And then your healthy part is getting worse too when you're using over, Yeah,
so it was 3 weeks after the shooting that the terrorist had his first court appearance, and you went to court. You were taken there in a wheelchair.
Yes.
Why was that important for you?
Because I want to show that monster to how we are strong and we are united and we are unity. Even we are badly injured, I can be face that to him, So I want to show him,
Were you scared? Were you nervous?
No, I wasn't scared. I wasn't, but I was angry on that time too, because of what he did. I was very angry.
Were you
because he is not brave man to be faced one-to-one.
No, he's a coward.
Yeah, he's a coward.
He must have looked feeble on the sand, like weak and pathetic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's why, I went. Doesn't matter, and afterwards, I had a really very high blood pressures from the transferring hospital to court case, courthouse, and then back to work, back to hospital, It wasn't easy traveling for me. So, yeah.
So that was the first court appearance 3 weeks after the shooting, and then you're back to hospital. Then during the trial proper, you were there every damn day.
Yeah, I did, and then in court case, I read my victim impact statement with my sons, and my brother come from Turkey.
Was that hard?
It was, yes, because it's emotional time too. Same time, anger, angry. But emotional, mostly is emotional. But I want to show him. And he's writing all in manifesto and also magazines is about how he hated Turkish people, Ottoman Empire, blah, blah, blah. And I want to show him, yes, I'm stand in front of you. I am a Turkish, and you shot me 9 times. You're not bloody successful to kill me, and I'm stand up front of you. You are coward, but I am a brave to stand up front of you and tell you how you are coward. Yeah.
Was he there, or was that video link?
No, he was on the behind the
Glass.
Yeah.
So you got to eyeball him.
Yeah. This is only a few meters away from him. Yeah. He was very surprised. He shot me 9 times.
How do you mean?
When he is here, you shot me 9 times, but you didn't success to kill me, I see that his face changed. Yeah.
Was that satisfying?
And, his face changed when he heard I am Turkish too.
Yeah. So it's almost 6 years. Your life, I mean, it's a rough road to recovery. Like sitting in front of me today, like you look, if I was sitting next to you on the plane today, for example, I would have no idea of what you've been through. But there's the I suppose the physical damage from the neck down, which is ongoing. But then there's the mental damage as well from the neck up, which is
I have PTSD. So I am using antidepressants every day and sleeping tablets every night because I can't sleep without sleeping tablets because of nightmares and flashbacks. And then, of course, I have a nerve damage, so I need to use painkillers for nerve damage. So help me to sleep during the night.
Yeah, how has it changed you as a person?
Yeah, I'm different than March 15. Physically, I was very active, and emotionally, I was very friendly and outgoing and have fun with the friends and entertainments. I like to go out, and but today's pretty much is I do. Limited myself to, pretty much isolated, and then hiding. Most of time stay at home. Pretty much, because of sometimes, I don't know, but I think it's, I don't feel sometimes secured,
Understandable.
Yeah, because of, I'm living in the city centers. Is every time my traumas, triggered by ambulance sirens or police or fire engine sirens. So, and you hear that every day, maybe 10 times a day. So it's not easy. Sometimes I'm thinking I should go somewhere like middle of bush and no one or no vehicles around you, and then just isolated. Or sometimes thinking, I should have financial security and then get some sailing boats and stay in the boat and then sailing and catch fish and feel the sea breeze and sun shine on my skin. And that's my dream.
Yeah, would that bring you a sense of peace?
Sorry?
Would that bring you a sense of peace?
Yeah, because of I motivated myself like that, thinking. And then I like to go next to the beach and for relax and walking, listening the wave and seagulls, Yeah.
I saw an interview you did on CNN, and there was a line you had. You said death would have been more merciful. Yeah. What does that mean? Do you still think that now?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. Sometimes.
Yeah, actually.
It's difficult, Sometimes very judging why I spared my life, And sometimes said, yes, this is the reason, but why I'm still in these circumstances, why I'm still in pain. Sometimes if I died on that day, everything's be over for me, finished. And then 1 year later, whoever left behind, they will get used to, and they will carry on to their life. And less pain maybe for them.
Oh, that's not true though. Like, look at we talked before about your dad losing your dad at 11.
I know. Sometimes I can't
Yeah.
control that, but of course it's, when you bring in good point. When you're thinking that,
Yeah,
and I'm thankful to Allah to spare my life for my kids.
yeah. Do you think you'll ever be able to be your old self again?
Sorry.
Do you think you'll ever be able to get to the point where you're your old self again, like you were pre-2019?
I don't think so. This is my new normal, so I'm trying to get used to my new normal now.
Yeah. Because you mentioned to me on the car ride here that you've got a short temper now, and you get angry and you can't concentrate and
patient.
Things that were simple before, like doing admin and stuff, is just too difficult now. But like the man that I've been hanging out with today, he's a top bloke. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you good at like putting a mask on or being on your best behaviour for?
Yes. Image is looking good, but behind that image is is the difficulties. I like the smiling face, but that's only the image.
Yeah.
That's all. But behind that, is a big storm.
What about survivor's guilt? Have you heard of the phrase survivor's guilt? Yeah.
That's the issue. Yeah, that's the big issue, survival guilt, And I'm still, 6 years later, still feel that, survival guilt, at least every day. Thinking one or twice that guilt is come. I can't control it.
Yeah. How do you process the anger?
Eliminate and minimize the socializing. And, or keep in touch with people. Pretty much, try the controlling with that, or, less contact with people, less problem. That's what I said, these days at the moment,
Yeah, but that's sort of isolating yourself, and it's not
helping me.
It's not
but
great. Yeah,
not helping me.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I don't know. My brain is do that to me, And I was seeing my psychologist, and then we were doing EMDR, but it is really difficult processing and refreshing. Actually, it's helping facing my fear, but also tiring me quite a lot. So I didn't see my psychologist last few months too, since I come back Turkey.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'm tired. I feel like 100 years old now. Double-aged feeling.
Yeah.
And I lost my dog previous year, and then relationships break up, something like this, all add on.
Yeah.
And then depressions, and March 15th nearby, closing time. This put me in stress and depression too. So, time by time.
Yeah, do you believe in that? There's that saying that time heals all wounds. Do you believe that? Do you think it gets easier?
Hope so.
Yeah.
Say inshallah. Yeah.
What about is forgiveness part of like being a Muslim? Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you ever able to like forgive the terrorist?
I never think that. I'm very angry what he did. I want to forgive him, but I can't. Many other brothers and sisters did, because they lost their son or husbands or brothers or sisters, kind of like this. I can say yes, but I can say no. Like I like this word in New Zealand, yeah, nah. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
He doesn't deserve anyone's forgiveness.
Yeah, I try to be kia kaha.
Stay strong.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you need a break to stand? I just saw your watch. It says time to stand. You were telling me when I picked you up from the airport that you have to sit for an hour.
I'm gonna do it now.
And then your knees lock up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Whoop, stretching.
I'm going to turn.
This is micro movements, So
micro movements. Yeah, we talked about your flight when you went back to Turkey.
Yeah, Turkey.
Turkey. You had to get up out of your plane seat and walk around the aisles every hour or so because your knees lock up.
It's long hours to flights to Turkey, so I can't stand or stay too long, so I need to move. When I do traveling in the car too, for example, if I go Nelson from here, I stop pretty much every hour, stop for 5 minutes walking and stretching, or if I stop nearby coffee shop or something like this, buy coffee and break and then walking kind of like this. At least 4 times, 5 times stopping between from here to Nelson, for example.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, so what's your relationship with Jacinda Ardern, who was the Prime Minister at the time? You showed me a photo on your phone. She came to see you. Was it the day after or 2 days after?
1 week. Yeah.
1 week after, and she had the head covering
hijab,
on.
Yeah. And also Sonny Bill Williams also come to same day.
Yeah, because he's a Muslim as well.
Yeah.
Devout, has been for years.
He's a good fella. Yeah. And Jacinda is like a sister for us or mother for us,
Yeah, was it reassuring the job she did at the time?
She did great, especially how she's managed, with her calmness, is amazing. And then she did it have a big wings and then cover everybody under her wings. So she's an angel. She's a really good person. And when she's learned my name in first visit, 2 weeks later she saw me in Cat Stevens. Yusuf Islam came to the little concert.
That's right, the charity concert.
Yes, yeah.
The benefit.
You remember that I went there too. And then Jacinda Ardern see me. And said, "Oh, Temel, how are you?" Call with my name. She's a very busy woman. And lots of things, lots of problems around her to solve it. But she remembered my name. And she remembered everybody's name over there. She's very intelligent and she's very respectful woman. And, I respect her too because of she's feeling our pain. And she said our Prophet Muhammad's words, if you have feeling little pain on your fingers, all body is feeling that hurt. So she said that we are one and we are feeling, and this is our, problem, not only yours. This is all nationwide, disaster. So she did great. I really respect her. I wish she's carry on, but of course, lots of things going around her too.
Yeah, that's interesting because the cynic in me thinks, like Jacinda Ardern and Sonny Bill Williams and Prince William as well. Did he come? Part of me thinks it's...
he should be king.
Really? Oh, you like him?
I like him.
Was that in hospital? He came to see you? Or?
No, he's in the mosque. He's came to the mosque, and he's very patient person too. He's listen everybody's story. When he find out my story too, and he's very interested, and then he listened to me. Maybe we did 5 minutes conversation, and he's very into listening. Yeah. So happy to meet with him. I'm very honored to meet with him. He has a big heart too.
Yeah, yeah. Part of me thinks, you should just let these people recover, and you think maybe they're just there for the photo opportunity or whatever. So to hear this perspective from a survivor is really cool.
Yeah.
Now, so you've been unable to work, so you're on ACC?
Yes, I am on ACC because of my circumstances.
Yeah. How's that? Do you think you'll ever be able to get back to work again?
When you put yourself in my shoes, you will see my pain. And then I told you that, I have a very quickly irritated, lose my temper very quickly, my anxieties, and then my physical disabilities. I was painter, plasterer, and I can't do, because I'm only one hand man, so, and pretty much limited me to work physically. And a doctor assessment by ACC every 2 years, they can see that, I'm not fit, loss of jobs. And then ACC asked me, they want to put me back work programs. I said, okay, tell me what I can do then, look at the reports. And I can't do this job. I can't be courier, I can't driving, I don't know, all, truck driving or anything, plastering, painting, building, handyman's job, nothing I can do physically. So, I said, if you get shot 9 times, do you think you can go back work?
What about compensation? Did you? Because there was a lot of fundraisers done at the time. I think there was some Red Cross fundraisers.
Oh, that's donation.
Donations.
Yeah, donations.
Did you get some?
Yeah, because of that was the big issue too in times. But assault, but that's the donation. We didn't get any compensation.
Yeah, are you going to?
It is going to be deadline on the March 14 because of 6 years. If you're not open lawsuits against the, who have the failing in the system, and then you will lose your chance to compensation against the, for example, police departments because of the, gun license. Terrorists get 2 weeks after he's arrived to the New Zealand. After I 2 weeks arrived to the New Zealand, if I go to the gun license, I wonder the police departments give me that license.
Oh, no, you would have been deported.
Isn't it? Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Something you were telling me, just before we recorded, which I found quite alarming. So with ACC, they require you to get regular or semi-regular sort of therapy just to make sure you're still unfit to work.
Yeah.
So you basically have to continuously prove you should still be on the benefit. And I'm thinking, for fuck's sake, leave the poor guy alone.
Yeah. I have to get supplied a medical certificate from GP every 3 months. I'm unfit to work. And every 2 years they do health assessment by doctor and by psychiatrists. And then they seeing me, they decision unfit, and then they see my circumstances and they understand me. But ACC, because of they only thinking, money wise, and they don't care. I think you're, they're only thinking the budget, and then but when you thinking to the Australia, we are very similar laws. Australia give you permanent medical certificate and they pay your compensation, without any problem or without any supplying the every 3 months medical certificate. But it was the one of the comments when I was meeting with ACC. case managers and case managers supervisors. She said where she's come from. She's from England, and you can't see weekly compensation. You can't have weekly compensation in England, but you are very lucky. I was very irritated and angry. How I'm lucky? I get shot 9 times. I was nearly dying. I'm disabilities. I'm challenging mental health, and you call me I'm lucky. I have weekly compensation. I give you all that money back. Can you give my health back? No. I shot you 9 times. Do you think you will be healthy back to work again? Oh, not like this. Oh, well, no, you know. So how I can be lucky?
Yeah, I don't think there
Very
is.
disrespectful comment from the ACC supervisors lady. You know.
Yeah, that's lacks all empathy.
Yeah.
And I don't think there'd be one single person watching this or listening to this that would want to trade places with you or would call you lucky. No, nobody would want to
Do you want
experience.
to be, you know, someone's coming and shot you? You are innocent persons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And can you remember? Geez, there's so much to talk about with you, and we might have to get you back another time. I haven't even talked about the peace walk yet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This is another big journey for me.
Yeah, this is massive.
Yeah.
So was this part of so the peace walk you did that you sort of retraced the road trip of the terrorist, which was from Dunedin to Christchurch. So you did that walk over, which is how far?
58 kilometers.
358 kilometres. So you did that over a couple of weeks, ending on March 15
Yeah.
at the Noor Mosque.
Yeah.
Why was that important for you?
In the third year of March 15th, you know, the Christchurch invitations happened in Christchurch. And in the Christchurch Hall, City Hall, is some performance maiden from the 6 youth. And then they explained how they feeling, and 2 of them, they lost their fathers, you know, in the mosque too. And they explained how they feel too. And then I put myself too, and I lost my father when I was young too. And then I think also my children's 2 boys. And also I remember while I watching all that 3 years old little boy who died. And then the reason was safe country to come here to raise my kids. And everybody did it like this too, to come here to New Zealand, made it home. And then I decided I should do something, make awareness and safe country again, New Zealand, made safe again, and clean this hatred on this land. And he drove from Dunedin, he planned there, and he drove from Dunedin to Christchurch, all that way by his car. And then I said, every single centimeter on this land I will walk and clean this hatred from this land. And I did organize this walk with my ex-partner. And then this was my idea, and then she helped me lots. And then we did walk, and we decided to also raise the money. And then the children is my, you know, my soft part. And then cancer kids, safety children, and Gambit Friday, I am hope for, because of I was challenging PTSD and mental health too, and children's and youth's mental health was important for me too. After this March 15 happened, because of many also youths watch this online when the GoPro footage happened by terrorists. So they are traumatized too. And I was thinking, I can help who need this support. And then media helped me quite a lot to advertising this work also same time. And then give a little. And then we opened the Facebook page, and then we inform day by day to everybody who's following and donating. I'm appreciated New Zealand is support a lot on that time, and then we raised about, I think, 90 something like this $1,000. Yeah, and then divided between these 3 charities to help the children and youths. Yeah. It was very different way to the experience for me too. And I was very worrying beginning to, the walking. Someone can be protest me or harm me on the way walking, or, I don't know, something can be bad. I was very worrying. But I see that as, in the first day, I see many people behind me walk and support me, and then walk. And first day, many people, and second day, third day, fourth day, all the way is people stopping, give me hugs, give me handshakes, and then talking, lots of nice supportive, and also one of the old men is coming and bring us to the foods and cold drinks and giving some pocket money to buy some drinks and something like this, helping the charities, things, something. And lots of big hugs, lots of, one of the, I think is Omaru or somewhere, little children's I play with, and then it's very friendly, and I play game with them. And 90 years old lady on the way, she was one of my fan waiting to celebrate her birthdays with me and share the birthday cakes with me. Yeah, it's amazing people, and I see the lots of good peoples out there, and then I said, and I'm proud of myself. I did good job and make good awareness, and we clear the hatred from this land. Yeah. It was amazing time for me.
And you ended that walk at the Noor Mosque.
Very emotional.
Yeah, you've been there many. You still go there on a regular basis? To Al Noor?
Not really. No, because of it triggered my trauma all the time. Yeah.
I was going to ask that if it could ever be like a place of peace again for you, or.
Because I go Turkey. Try to go every year, and a couple months I stay. When I save my all energy, when I come back, it's drain my energy very quickly, especially when I go to mosque, And so I decided maybe I should stop going to this mosque because of re-traumatizing me. And then, but when I go in Turkey to mosque, I don't have any problems like that. But only when I go to the Dinze, Al Noor Mosque is triggering my trauma.
That's so understandable. So on what occasions now is your mind peaceful? So when you're on medication to help you sleep, what else? Like, is there any activity you can do where you're in a state of mindfulness and you're not thinking about the horrible things?
I'm patient with football, so I love play football or watch football. Of course, I can't play any more normal running football because of my knees problem. But I find last couple years I do walking football in Hoswell domain in Christchurch. And then last year I went to Nelson for the tournaments, who came from Australia, and Nelson team and Christchurch team. So we were going again to the 21st March to the Nelson for a few days, the tournament. But every week, Wednesday night, I play walking football in Hoswell domain with socializing and playing. So that's a mindset is, with football. I only forget the time and thinking on that time. 1 hour, I do break from everything.
You're in the moment.
Yeah. I only my brain stop on that time. Only the football time.
It's not much of a rest, is it?
No, because it's every time tick, 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 tick.
Have you found it as time passes? So it's 6 years now. Is it getting better and better, or not noticeably?
Not noticeably, I can say that. As I said to you, when I go to Turkey, to having time with my mother, with my brothers and siblings, and because I grow up in the big family, and then that's I have lots of supports there. My childhood friends, my cousins. We are really big, community in Turkey, Fethiye. And then when you're looking up here, I'm pretty much myself, because my sons, teenagers, the teenagers' behaviors, they don't want to spend time with the parents, We know nothing next to them. And then they want their own lifestyle. So they don't want to see you often. Pretty much I am lonely here. And then I don't have a relationship. I'm single person. And then my niece is coming here for support. She's living with me. But she's also, going to study school because I need a time off from her. Sometimes, I can't handle it with, at the moment these days. So, yeah.
Oh, man, I hope things get better.
Sorry, lots of dramas in my life.
No, I'm not accepting your apology. I think you should be, you should be proud of yourself. It's a lot that you've been. It's so much adversity.
Thank you very
and
much.
You're still here, man, and you're doing well.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. As the man who was trying to sell me a raga in Istanbul said to me, he said, sometimes I try and make business, sometimes I try and make friend. Today I try and make friend. And that's how I feel about this. The podcast is business, but you're a mate. And when I'm in Christchurch, I'm going to take that offer and catch up with you and have some Turkish tea.
Yeah, I visit you here now, so your turn to visit me in Christchurch.
100%. Is there any final words you'd like to leave with? Any messages that you'd like New Zealanders to know, or anything you want to part on?
I would like to say thank you again to all New Zealand to supporting us all that time, and let's come together and we are one, and let's do it New Zealand safe again for our future generations. And I love you all.
Great place to end it. Hey, my friend, Temel, thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.